Hey guys, David here. I just got done doing my Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug review. Every time I pronounce the word Smaug, I have to do that with my face. Smaug. And I usually don't do this, but I thought that there were several trailers shown before my screening of The Hobbit, and I figured, you know what? This is probably enough to go ahead and make a really quick video talking about some of these trailers. Two things with with all these trailers, especially the third one, because the third one was a surprise. In fact, I hadn't seen it online at all. I think this is the first time that it was available to mass audiences. But the first two trailers I'm going to talk about were already out there, and they were released within the past couple weeks or so. But I avoided them because I knew they were going to be shown with The Hobbit. So I went ahead and decided to put them to the side and not watch them whatsoever on my tiny little computer screen. Instead, watch them in XD 3D like I did with The Hobbit. So I figured I would wait, and I saw them, and that's why I'm barely giving you guys impressions now. The second thing I want to say is that these are mere first impressions, meaning in no way, shape, or form do I say that this is what the movie is going to be. These are just first impressions. I'm going to use the word look a lot because that's just it. It just looks that. It isn't that, because these are just trailers. For all I know, this is not how the movie is at all. So, with that said, let's go ahead and talk about this. And the first trailer I'm going to go ahead and talk about and get out of the way is, of course, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. After having seen the trailer, I can honestly say that it looks really, really good. And I cannot wait to play it. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you, that's actually one of my concerns after watching the trailer. A lot of CGI, particularly Spidey. There's several moments where I can easily tell that Spidey is just CG. And don't get me wrong, there's several shots in the trailer that I was like, okay, that's actually pretty badass. Looks pretty good. But in the back of my mind, I keep thinking that, yeah, this is all really, really good CGI, but CGI nonetheless. And the other worry that I have, that I was having ever since they started announcing the casting and the characters that they were going to have in here, and that is, of course, just too many villains. And the trailer confirms that we're going to have Electro, we're going to have Rhino, and we're going to have Green Goblin in the form of probably Harry Osborn, because you can tell from the trailer that Norman Osborn is dying. He's not going to be a major player in this story. And we can kind of already tell that. In fact, that's not a major spoiler. If you guys were thinking that showing Norman Osborn dying in the trailer, that's not exactly a spoiler. That was actually mentioned in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie with the Indian guy who was saying, you know, Norman Osborn is not doing well. You better hurry up your research to Kurt Connors, the Lizard. So that's not that big of a surprise. It was a surprise when I was watching the trailer, but then after thinking about it, I was like, yeah, they mentioned that in the first movie. But the chances are it's going to be Harry who's going to be in the Green Goblin suit, although they might surprise us. Maybe the Green Goblin suit and technology is able to power up Norman Osborn so that he's now back to full strength and full health. Who knows? But I am concerned, much like an awful lot of people, that they are just jamming this thing with several villains to the point where I'm like, wow, man, guys, I'm really worried about this movie. Who knows? Like I said, the movie might surprise me and might balance all of these characters and might satisfy me. And like Seaspray 717, I think that's his number. Seaspray, Clint Seaspray. If you guys are subscribed to me, you're probably subscribed to him. He does Transformer videos. And he told me on Facebook that what they're aiming for is a Sinister Six ensemble, which by now has been announced. By the time this video goes up, Marvel announced the Venom and Sinister Six spin-off movies. And I guess you could say that putting in all these villains in Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of confirms that. And apparently there's also some winks to Vulture and to other villains. Who knows? In the trailer, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it again, especially that URL that leads to Electro Arrives or something like that. But some of the action in the trailer looks cool, and I'm hoping that now, after getting the origin story out of the way, they can go ahead and flesh out the characters more, especially Peter and Gwen. Because if we're gonna go ahead and feel some sort of emotion when something happens to Gwen, which we kind of already know is gonna happen, we need to feel it, and we need to feel it through the development of Peter and Gwen's characters. That way we don't feel like, oh, okay, you know, that happened, so, oh well. And I'm hoping some of these villains, like I said, are treated right, they're balanced correctly, and they're given a really cool twist to them. Like, for example, Electro looks like he did in the what is it, the Ultimate Comics? I think it's the Ultimate Comics. I'm not sure. Somebody comment and tell me if I'm wrong. But he doesn't look like Electro with the fishbowl on his head and the cape. He looks different and much more, I guess you could say, realistic. And the Rhino looks like he's going to be in a robotic rhino, like literally a robotic rhino instead of some dude in a suit with the horn on his head, which would look goofy in a real life movie. And we just got glimpses of the Goblin. I'm just gonna go ahead and call him Goblin because he doesn't even look green. But from what I saw from those 2 shots or so, again, much like with the other characters, they could probably do something cool with him. But regardless of how I feel about the trailer, I'm definitely gonna go see it. And if you guys want to see my review, then be sure to subscribe. Okay, shameless plug, done. Next trailer, Godzilla. I was expecting this to be the leaked trailer that I did watch way back in, what was it, October? No, September, October. They leaked a trailer that had a bunch of shots of destroyed cities with somebody voicing over it, and then at the very end you see Godzilla through the cloud of dust, and you hear him roar, and it's awesome. But this trailer was significantly different. It was longer, it had shots of some of the cast without showing too much of them, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. It got me pumped up. I chuckled at the end, not because it was funny, but because I was excited. I was genuinely excited in my seat, like, wow, we're going to have a good Godzilla movie. That shot from the point of view of what I believe is going to be Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, because you can kind of tell from his eyes. I'm like, dude, we've seen you in Kick-Ass where your whole face is covered except for your mouth and your eyes. So I was like, that's definitely Kick-Ass in that soldier. And that shot, that POV shot of him wearing the mask and seeing everything from high above as he's skydiving down, that was really exhilarating and claustrophobic at the same time. And one of the things that the trailer did to excite me about Godzilla, apart from having Walter White, is that, and as I know this is going to sound very morbid, but I'm really digging the 9/11 feel to Godzilla attacking a city, because we didn't feel that kind of emotion and gravity, so to say, in the 1998 Roland Emmerich movie. It was goofy, it was science fiction, it was just over the top. It has its fun moments. I'm not gonna lie, it has fun moments. It's dumb, it's stupid, and it's not a good movie, but it has some fun moments to me that are like guilty pleasure scenes for me. With this movie, however, I feel like they're taking that much more realistic approach to where it would be like a terrorist attack if something to the magnitude of Godzilla would happen. And I really dig the approach that they're taking with Godzilla in this movie, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And the third trailer was the surprise trailer of Interstellar, Christopher Nolan's next movie, and it, just like Inception, this trailer does almost nothing to tell you about the movie, but still manages to get you pumped up because it is a Christopher Nolan movie, so how can you not be pumped up for it? All you see is vintage footage from various space missions that have happened through the course of history, with Matthew McConaughey narrating it with a monologue about reaching for the stars and humankind's accomplishments. And the trailer ends with him leaving what appears to be a farm in a truck, and it looks like he's crying, so it's probably an emotional departure from apparently his family, I'm not sure. And we have a shot of a rocket taking off, and then finally Interstellar. And one of the things that I dug about it is how any other trailer would say 2014 or December 2014 or winter 2014 or something. This trailer literally says a year from now. There's no date, there's no numbers, it just says 1 year from now. Okay, but nevertheless, Christopher Nolan movie, I'm there. So that's it for my trailer talk. If you guys want more videos of me talking about trailers, post your requests in the comments below, let me know, and maybe I'll do them. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe for more, and as always, take care guys, I'll see you guys on the